Alrighty, jumping into this market, let's have a look. Quick one here, Enjin. Enjin is looking pretty good. It's talked to you about this a couple of days ago. It's had this rising triangle, ascending triangle here, and it's broken out and it's got pretty good volume on the breakout too. So just letting you know about this one and coming back down, possibly going to retouch this trend line. Good time to hop in if you're having a crack at this. Bit of fun, and then come back up and hit this this resistance here as well. So we got these here, and all of the targets are marked as well on the way up. They're all coming back to different resistances and supports. So hopefully we can get all the way up here. But she's got a pretty good. It's been coming down, 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 and we're starting to make our way back up. So hopefully we can keep on this trend and keep moving upwards. There's probably a good 20 odd percent in this one, 23%, but I'd be happy with somewhere around here, the 13%. You can't go wrong. All right, let's head into the main market. We've got sideways, virtually just sideways. Everything's just moving sideways here. All the main larger cap alts are just moving sideways. Bitcoin's moving sideways as well. Good to see that it's hovering around that 16,000 mark. So let's have a look at Bitcoin right now. It's doing the same thing as yesterday. So it's just trending sideways, sideways, sideways. This is great for alts. Alts on Binance are really starting to move. There's some pretty good gainers there as well, which we'll have a bit of a look at a bit later on, and a few setups as well. Bitcoin's the same as where we were yesterday, just touching this trend line, which is pretty good. So this could be a bullish retest as well. So you can say, right, a bullish retest of this trend line. Let's not worry about this rising wedge just for the moment. And boom, back up, and let's head for 16.5 and get past 16.4 and head for 16.5, 1700, and so on. So that'll be a really good bullish case for Bitcoin. We've still got this bearish divergence, as you can see here, and still bearish here as well. And this here, the stotch, is on the bottom side, so it's quite nice. It could come up, and we might get a little bounce all the way back up. Who knows? Back up to try and test this this 16.3 ish, 16.4 mark, which would be pretty good as well for a little scalp. If we push through that, then we'll probably see 16.5 and then hopefully 1700 and 17.5, 1800 ish, which would be pretty good out of Bitcoin. Bitcoin still in its long-term uptrend. While it's in an uptrend, don't get too caught up, I don't think, in shorting Bitcoin. I think that there's a possibility that it could pull back just a little bit, but I don't know if we're going down, well down, just at the moment while we're in this nice little uptrend. So keep in mind, we're in an uptrend, and the trend is your friend. Don't short the trend. Rightio, so over to dominance though, you can see that we're trying to put in this kind of double top on the dominant. So if this keeps coming down, it could bounce off, hit this area here, and it's probably pretty reasonable support where it is right now as well. So Bitcoin's just trading sideways at the moment. All eyes are on Bitcoin virtually right now. So anything that happens is going to happen with Bitcoin. All the alts are trading okay at the moment. They're trading pretty good, but also if Bitcoin starts to shake, they will shake pretty heavily as well. So keep that in mind. Righto, total two, same dealio. It's kind of in this small uptrend here, like this this channel that's going upways, but they tend to break to the downside most of the time. So got a 68% chance of breaking to the downside, which could happen if Bitcoin starts to play a game and starts to pump. So could definitely happen. We'll see what happens on Monday morning, which will be a interesting one. There's pretty good support for the alts here on the 200, but it could easily punch through that if Bitcoin goes mad again. The stocks down the bottom, which is nice as well, but you've also got bearish divergence here on on this chart on the 4 hourly of the altcoin market cap. You can see here going down, going up. So a little bit of bearish divergence there. Head over to Ethereum, the king of alts, and it kind of looks the same. Like out of this triangle here, you could probably say that, well, it's more of a wedge, but you could probably say that it did break to the downside, but you got this nice 200, and if over on the 400, you've got the 50 as well, virtually in the same section. So you can see here, if it did come up, touch this trend line, and then fall back down, and then bust through the 200, the measured move would be around this 420 mark, which would also be healthy for it to come down here, touch this, and then head back up. Like Ethereum at the moment, dips are for buying because Ethereum 2.0 is coming and staking is coming, and and institutional investors are hopping in as well, which we'll talk about in a second. So keep that in mind. If we pump up, bust through this trend line here as well, good time to be jumping in on longs on Ethereum with Ethereum 2.0. It's going to be huge. Ethereum 2.0 is going to be massive. Grayscale here is buying lots and lots and lots and lots of crypto. They're not stopping either. So Grayscale is virtually buying everything. They have 62% of all Bitcoins in ownership from publicly traded companies. So they're powering at the moment, and they've got a fair bit going on. They've just in the last week they bought 15,114 Bitcoin. That's 241 mil US worth of Bitcoin. So you can see what's happening here. It's going to be a case of uh, institutional investors are coming. Institutional investors are coming. Institutional investors have bought everything. So make sure that you keep that in mind with your HODL modes and stacking a bit of Bitcoin and a bit of Ethereum at the moment while these boys are stacking it as well. So keep that in mind. Grayscale, 240 mil in 1 week. It's huge, and they're virtually buying the same in Ethereum. They're stacking Ethereum as well. So you can see here down in their thing here, their second biggest. So you can see here you've got Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, and then you've got Bitcoin Cash. They're in that as well. But this one, Grayscale Ethereum Trust, is their second biggest. So it's huge. It's massive. Rightio, so we're going to head over to, still rolling off the back of Ethereum 2.0, is staking. So Staker is coming off the ANKR program, or ANKR program. There's a good setup here. We'll talk about that in a second. But with this Staker, you can stake your Ethereum into pools, and you don't need to have 32 Ethereum. So if you don't have 32 Ethereum, or you don't want to have 32 Ethereum invested to stake on the 2.0, you can stake into these pools, and then they will make 32 Ethereum, and boom, Bob's your uncle, you're staking. It's pretty good. It's very good, actually. And it allows you to get into the staking of Ethereum, which is going to be massive. You also have, at the moment, I'll come over here for a second, you also have uni, the ending of uni farming, which is pretty interesting. So that will bring all the locked uni back into the Ethereum market. So it's going to be huge. It's going to be massive what's going on. You've got ZEC halving coming. XVS mainnet launch, that's beautiful as well. Ethereum 2.0, it's huge as well. And we've got a Zen halving as well, so keep an eye out on that. Spark distribution for XRP holders, keep an eye on that as well. And watch out for dumps as well on XRP and Spark. And there's another one I was thinking about with the Sol, private sale unlock. Watch out for that as well, because there could be a bit of a dump on Sol once everyone gets their Solana. Keep that in mind. Let's head back over to ANKR. Double bottom here, kind of a possible double bottom forming, and we'll come back up to here, and you can see here it kind of works out nicely with the 4 hourly. So bust through the 4 hourly, good close, could be good longs for ANKR. So you've got good news with Staker, and then you've got a nice technical chart as well. So, and this is starting to trend upways. This is starting to trend upways as well on the RSI. So it's looking pretty good. Alrighty. Fear and Greed Index, as we finish up, 86, extreme greed still. So keep an eye on that. Extreme greed means some stage it's going to have to go to extreme fear, and extreme fear probably means pullbacks. Alrighty, if you like what I'm doing, give us a like, give us a comment, and subscribe. Thanks.